let's check out this incredible historic home priced over $2 million in Phoenix, Arizona. And hey, if we haven't met yet, I'm Stephanie.
And I'm Bryce.
And we are the Lugos Realtors with My Home Group Real Estate here serving the greater Phoenix, Scottsdale area.
Yeah.
So you sent me this listing yesterday, you saw it come up and you had to share it. And I knew that we had to talk about it and do a live reaction today.
So yeah, this home, and I only briefly looked at it, but this home is in this like super, super awesome, cute, historic area in central Phoenix. I think that this home was built in 1940. It's almost 4,000 square feet. So it's got this really cool look. It's a beautiful white house, red tile roof, maybe like a Santa Fe look. No, I don't know.
Yeah, a little bit Santa Fe, definitely, because it has more of the Spanish feel with that
that's kind of what I'm
roof.
talking about. It's in the Palmcroft Historic District, and
very
this,
sought after.
when we go over every now and then, we've just driven through this neighborhood just because it is so beautiful.
And every time we do, we are both silent in the car driving through cool. Because there's so much to see.
The road just kind of like loops around all these beautiful homes, and it's really, really cool. So if you're ever looking for like a neat neighborhood just to kind of like cruise through, it's absolutely a gorgeous little neighborhood. But this home.
So let's look at the details really quick. It was listed by the brokery, and it is listed at $2.19, which is.
It's a lot of money.
That might be one of the highest priced homes I've seen in that area.
It's 4,000 square feet. It's over $500 a foot, which, we're seeing actually quite a bit more now too.
Yep.
But it's just a very, very gorgeous remodeled property. I think that it had a guest house too.
Yeah, let's take a spin.
Yeah.
So we're going to pull up these
photos.
I know. We get so excited.
A cool property. But yeah, let's talk about it.
Okay, so when we look at the exterior, you have this beautiful grassy front lawn with a path that leads right up to the porch. And when I'm looking at this, I love seeing the architecture of those arches near the front door, framing that porch. It's so beautiful. You even off to the side see a little bit of that staggered look as you look at the gate on the side a little bit there, which is really pretty. So just very subtle touches, keeping the home really neutral, but very subtle touches that kind of allude back to those beautiful historic charm in 1940, which is super fun.
Yeah, and then just like as you said, those arches as you walk in, they carry those throughout this house too.
So the first photo that I'm seeing now, I'm looking directly in the kitchen, which is stunning. You see that incredible 48-inch range. You see that beautiful backsplash. And what I love to see here is a saltillo tile on the floor.
I think it's way cool. It's especially with this home. It's probably original, honestly. They did this a lot back then. So they carried out the saltillo tile throughout in a couple of places, I believe. So
yeah, and I love that all the tones here are very neutral, from the marble on the countertops to those beautiful custom cabinetry. Everything is just clean and sharp, but still very welcoming.
Yeah.
I like to call this type of house approach-a-bougie. It's like bougie but still approachable, and you can really see yourself having a good time there, but you know that a lot of work has been put into it to make it special.
Yeah, I mean, just the custom cabinetry, the countertops, it's very, very well updated throughout. Yeah. You'll see it when you get into like the bedrooms. You'll see awesome flooring. I think that they laid the flooring.
Speaking of, let's check out the master. So the next photos, we're going into the master, and I can see,
the flooring is laid in that herringbone style. Stunning. Yeah, so I mean, it's just such a beautiful wood flooring, high ceilings.
So do you think that they would have had to open up those ceilings?
Yeah, I have no idea. I mean, I think I'd have to see this place in person, but I would expect that they would have opened up the ceilings. Yeah. Change the way that they did the HVAC system,
right?
Bringing it in a different manner in order to get that very, very high ceiling in there.
Yeah, I think another thing that's really special about this home is for homes in the 1940s, all the way up, truthfully, into like the 70s and 80s, bedrooms were small. And a lot of times with homes too, unless they were like very special homes, a lot of times they only had one bathroom for the entire home. So we'll even see these beautiful $1 million historic homes, or maybe close to it, where they're like a 3-bed, 1 bathroom, and the bedrooms are even still small. But the charm and the history of it is worth that value. Here you have this extremely large master bedroom, and the ensuite is unbelievable. Look at that bathroom.
Yeah, more custom cabinetry for the vanity, that tile work, the shower. It's all incredible.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of this. This is like the next evolution of mosaic tile work, where you see that backsplash that goes floor to ceiling in the bathroom. And it is a little bit of a mosaic because it makes that beautiful pattern, but it's subtle and it's that larger kind of feel that looks really pretty and makes a statement.
Yeah, they did an incredible job in here.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I want to look at this guest house. There's a detached guest house with a built-in kitchenette, 1 bedroom, and 1 full bath. And just from the exterior, I mean, what a statement piece on this property.
Yeah, and you can see that they even carried that Saltillo tile into that guest house too.
Yeah.
So just keeping it all the same.
Yeah.
It's very cool, super charming.
So I see a lot of this. It almost looks and feels like that original plaster. That little kitchenette has a really fun feature, that really beautiful curved flow to it. And then lots of tile work in here as well. That, again, I wonder how much of this is original to the home, because that bathroom tile looks original.
Yeah, I think
to
that
me.
Bathroom's probably an original layout. You can see by the cabinetry, It's got the outside hinges. It's pretty typical of an older style cabinet, and the way that the corner bath or corner sink there. So, but it's still really cool because it just ties in really well with the rest of the place, especially with how it's all just a super bright white finish on everything. So, but yeah, they did a really good job.
Yeah.
Putting this thing together. So
okay, so going back to the main part, I see a formal living room. Again, the Saltillo tile flowing through there, and then that beautiful gas fireplace. Which do you think that would have been converted or added later? Because in Phoenix, they phased out wood burning fireplaces in the 80s.
Yeah, they probably converted an old fireplace, I would think.
Well, they finished it with that gorgeous Venetian plaster, and it's still that bright white, which looks so sharp, and then the arched entryways into there as well, which is really fun.
It carried it on.
So as one thing that I really wanted to point on is that custom built-in breakfast nook.
Yeah, it's really cool, especially with the exposed brick.
How special is that?
Yeah, very cool. That corner window, I love it.
The light in there is absolutely beautiful, perfect for the time. And then I even love how they added in that table with space for everybody, but still really true to the time that this would have been built in. Oh, it's a butler's pantry. Oh my gosh, they have a butler's pantry. So if you walk in through these photos, or if you keep on looking, so look at these really cool photos of the butler's pantry. And they have that floor to ceiling, or not floor to ceiling, but counter to ceiling tile in that beautiful backsplash, which is actually very similar to one that we're using in our personal home renovation right now, which is super cool. But I love a butler's pantry, just that extra prep space. And I think that really modernizes the flow of this home.
Yeah, I think that at $2 million, it's really...
it's a necessity.
It should be. You know, you'd expect to have something like that, especially with this much space.
So then finally, I'm just seeing this beautiful family room. It looks cozy, but so filled with light. And they even added tons of cans to make sure it was well lit. And I really like that little built-in nook on the end with a little office and entertaining space, which is really cool.
And a wine bar.
A little wine bar.
Yeah.
So can we just take an extra second to appreciate the bathroom tile?
Yeah, it's a lot of tile.
Oh my gosh.
And it's a very specific tile.
But the clawfoot tub, that beautiful tile, I mean...
I think it goes well in this house, again, just with the era. But now can we just, as we finish this video up, let's just wrap up on the exterior in the backyard, because I have a huge patio, great for entertaining, more grass in the backyard, a pool... Plenty of space. I think that the lot was 15,000 square feet.
Yeah.
This home for $2 million gives you quite a bit.
Yeah, and the reason these are so sought after and so special in the Phoenix area is most of the Phoenix metro market was expanded and built after 1975 to 1980. That's when this metro area saw the largest amount of expansion and growth. And so these historic communities are so hard to find. And when these really special homes come up, it's always something to celebrate, because it gives you a moment to just appreciate the past and take a step back and think about the way that people lived here. You know, I mean, this is such a cool house, and I would have loved to have seen even what it looked like before so many of these updates were made, because I am showing that many of these updates were made in 2021 and 2022.
Yeah, they had to have done a pretty large renovation on this fairly recently.
But they kept so much of the beautiful character that we love to see. So kudos.
Yep.
I hope you enjoyed doing a little bit of I don't know, what would you call this? A little bit of...
Just diving into what, a $2 million property in Phoenix looks like. It's not far from downtown. It's a really, really cool home.
Yeah, it is. Hope you enjoyed. And if you have any questions, or if you too want to look for awesome houses like this in the Phoenix area, we're always down to set up some showings.
Yeah.
We love seeing these houses.
Just reach out.
If that sounds fun to you, all the details to get in touch with us are below. We'd love to hear from you.
Until next time, thanks for tuning in.
Bye.
Bye.